Welcome to the WION podcast. In this episode, we uncover a provocative question at the heart of India's AI ambitions. Can a nation lead the artificial intelligence race without first mastering the chips, devices, and hardware that power it? Behind every AI breakthrough lies a foundation of chips and devices. Prime ministers speak about it, policy documents run into hundreds of pages, and the India AI mission has secured thousands of NVIDIA GPUs, the same American chips India cannot replicate. Before the AI conversation goes any further, it is worth asking a simpler question. Has India ever built a computer or a mobile phone entirely on its own? The honest answer is no. Every device marketed as Indian has relied on foreign processors. HCL's early computers used Intel chips and Microsoft software, with India contributing mainly the chassis and branding. Lava International, often seen as India's strongest smartphone brand, uses MediaTek chipsets and Google's Android. According to its own listings, no Indian silicon powers its phones. India does have an indigenous processor. The WION, unveiled in December 2025 by CDAC under the Microprocessor Development Program, is a 64-bit dual-core chip running at 1.0 GHz. According to the Press Information Bureau, it is intended for embedded systems, not consumer electronics. By comparison, Intel's Core i7 14700K has 20 cores and boosts to 5.6 GHz, while Apple's M-series chips offer up to 16 cores with powerful neural engines. By the government's own description, the WION is a starting point, not a consumer processor. BharOS, developed by IIT Madras and launched in 2023, was presented as India's answer to Android. But it is an Android fork built on Google's open-source code. By mid-2026, it had not appeared in a commercial device despite earlier plans by Lava. Likewise, IIT Madras's Shakti processor project aims for a 7-nanometer design by 2028, but it too remains absent from consumer products. The AI plus smartphone controversy of 2025 highlighted the limits of India's hardware ambitions. Led by former Realme India CEO Madhav Seth, AI Plus was promoted as India's first sovereign smartphone. But reviewers and YouTubers questioned whether it was essentially a Chinese white-label device with Indian branding. The company answered critics with legal action rather than supply chain transparency, leaving unresolved questions about its claims. India's biggest weakness in AI remains the GPU supply chain. According to the print, the absence of an indigenous GPU is a major obstacle to AI self-reliance. The India AI mission depends on NVIDIA hardware, and the country's largest supercomputer cluster operates on only around 700 GPUs. India also faces US export restrictions, reportedly limiting access to 50,000 advanced GPUs. Indigenous GPU development is targeted for demonstration by the end of 2025 and production by 2029. Demonstration, not deployment. India has built engineers, IT services giants, and world-class researchers working at Google, Meta, and OpenAI. What it has not built is the physical layer: fabs, chip architectures, GPU clusters, and operating systems deployed at scale. Tifrak, India's first indigenous computer, was completed in 1960, but never evolved into a lasting hardware ecosystem. 66 years later, the country's best commercial chip runs at 1 GHz. The gap between India's ambitions and true AI infrastructure is not merely a policy challenge. It is an industrial one that takes decades to solve. Claiming AI leadership while importing every chip that powers it is not a strategy. It is branding. Thanks for tuning into this incredible story. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more captivating stories to come. Stay tuned.